Welcome fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is your tarot reading for the final week of 2025. You can listen for your sun, moon or rising, even north node for this New Year's Eve approaching. There's timestamps below and links to the individual sound bath meditations, plus my tiny tarot time playlist if you want to spend a little more time with the cards. Welcome Aries. Thanks for being here for your reading. I feel like I was patting you on the back then. We're looking into just this last little bit of the year. What energy is going to help you have the best rest of the year? The best rest of the year? Indeed. Aries, proactive. Yes, Aries is proactive. I don't know, I was feeling the proactive signs before. Aries, yeah, I feel in tune with Aries. Yes, on the shelf. Some stuff's happening. I was talking about Cancer, the Chariot. Look, maybe there's something in that reading for you, Aries, but here we are with you. Whatever Aries placements you have. This Two of Wands just floored me though. Let's see what's going on here. The Hermit. Yeah, okay. Ooh. I don't know why I did it like that. I do. There's a lot of messages here. Poppy's got something to say. Miss, I'm reading for Aries. Can you have a lay down for a minute? We'll go for a run after the fire. I shouldn't have said the word. Was I crazy? Crazy. Crazy for feeling. Let's shut her up. So lonely. I had to finish it. I'm crazy. She's still going. Hey, bub. Crazy for feeling so blue. I'm crazy for trying. Lay down. Good girl. Just have a lay down. This is not going to last. She's jumped in her bed. But okay, there's some messages here that I wanted to draw on the symbolism. Goodness. She's got her bone now. But Aries being proactive, I feel more resonant with that, as in it's time to get going or it's time to start moving. And Aries, first sign in the zodiac, it is the initiator. And here you have the Chariot, which is the vehicle. If you need a getaway driver, Aries will be it. And then the Emperor, which is the actual being behind the wheel of the Chariot. So this is that nod to archetypical structure, stability, security, the throne, the boss, the masculine, the red. Aries, right there before your very eyes. So you're really coming into yourself come the end of this year, Aries. And I just want to say it's the first reading I've really felt my voice even delivering the message from a position of I'm able to hold this energy and deliver it in line with how I'm feeling it. It's interesting. Not without its Dark Night of the Soul as a predecessor to this Emperor card. And 3 major arcanas here. Poppy skitzing out in the background. For no apparent reason. Other than wanting to get attention, to piggyback on this energy that she must be feeling. So let's not underestimate what's coming before this settling into the position of the self that I see here at the end of the year. Because mark my words, I've said it once before, I'll say it again, I've said it many times, the step from the 2 to the 3 of Wands, I believe is one of the most underrated and should be one of the proudest moments that we get to repeat in our, naturally we repeat cycles, we go round and round and round. It's why I'm here, I feel, because every day we're shuffling this energy, and this is the end of a cycle, beginning of a new, but kind of like getting going on something that cost you something. And that acknowledgement of discomfort that it's like luxurious discomfort. Yeah, this, you prefer, clean the floors, Cinderella. Scrub the floors, Cinderella. I don't know. There's something about the freedom in the discipline of being awake rather than being stuck in a castle, and being rather in the top of a mountain, tending to your own inner wisdom and wounds, and repairing maintenance mode of the yin and yang energy that will light the path forward, not just for you, but for the mountains of selves. I don't know what that means, but that was clear. The mountains of selves in the background. These represent experience in the tarot, and they're detailed in the Emperor. There's nuance, or there's a significant individuality to your experience level. So nobody's really going to be able to tend to this, because it's at the heart of it, a Nine of Pentacles. It's a very individual inner quest. Maybe you're moving into singledom. There's a fair few individual single energies here, and to be guided by the authority of the inner self is really what's in question. Leaving a comfort zone, going towards that inner security, or stepping into the position of like self-promotion is another way that this is kind of coming through. You might be looking at a very real promotion. Pentacles could be, 6 for me, 3 for you. Extra resources to be able to grow a team, or to share, or to get ready to. But first, it's an individual single maintenance. Wheel of Fortune. No, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel there's something a bit hairy coming before. The night is darkest before the dawn is what I want to say here. That's really fucking it. Yikes. Good work. Aries coming into full circle. And look, I don't know if if she's got the different toy now, throwing everything at me. She is to have play, to have fun. And maybe that's what you need to do, is just like hear this warning, or hear this as it's not as a warning, it's more of a fortunate insight. And this is why I believe that the twisted version of the fortune teller has really been lost, as I stroke my darling crystal ball, taking the piss out of my own profession. But it's not that. It's just about revealing the patterns in the play and allowing us to have more fortune in our future, working with our own inner insight and using the tarot as a tool, or any cards as a tool, to guide you there. And there is wisdom in this deck that I won't dare touch on now, but please tune into those cards in the Tiny Tarot Time if there's more messages here. The Emperor is definitely catching my attention, especially being an Aries reading. But this boot here, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, this is not so much here in these cards, but I am drawn to the feet here, and then noticing the snail. So there's small details, symbolism that may be just there for you. So do your own meditations with the playlist that I've provided. I'll link it at the end of the video somewhere. Yeah, maintain the self. Falconry, this is the art of like managing the mind. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of Poppy's playing with the ball. If you hear that on the other side, he's just nudging my attention. But to manage the frequency amidst that, and just 6 for me. She can play after. She's getting what she needs. Yeah, I want to say things like it's not all as it seems in reality, especially if this Hermit chapter is kind of unexpected, or I just feel him being a bit somber about this, like, here I am on my own again. I don't know if that's a song. There's words, those lyrics. It's like, here we are again, feels like something. But it's forward in the journey. Yeah, there's some acceleration here that just you can't tell until you grab that wheel. The 9 is right before the 10. That's where I was going. Thank you, Spirit. You've got to go through this to get to the wind in your hair feeling of that captain's energy with the Wheel of Fortune. And it will feel fixed, the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. It will feel permanent, or something needs to kind of, the night is darkest before the dawn, something's going to kind of shock this comfort zone, force you outside of it to really step towards this opportunity, trusting that you have everything that you need, that you've got this good maintenance, energy management system from the 9 of Pentacles and the Chariot. And if you don't, that's what you're working on now, so kudos. And just when you do feel yourself dropping into this energy, relax into it, sit into it, really feel your foot in the boot before you take the next step forward. Yeah, this has to happen before that next thing. I get it, but I don't know if that came through. Hopefully it reached you. Thanks, Aries. Gotta go play with my dog. No, it's Sagittarius. Yikes. Poppy, just one more. We got to do Saggy. The devil. She's attached. Oh. I'm going to change the sound bath. Welcome, Saggy. Nice, happy birthday. Well, it's over now. It was my birthday a couple of weeks, last week, was it? Thank you for everybody who reached out. It was lovely. The Chariot and Justice. We just had the Chariot. Let's see if I haven't shuffled properly. I haven't. I got to start again. Oh! Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but the dog just completely calmed down. Leo, almost forgot you. Couldn't possibly. There's Leo right there. There's no denying it. I was going to say Leos are possibly my favorite zodiac. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I don't have favourites, but I just do love a Leo. Look, Queen of Wands, here's Leo showing up as yourself, and High Priestess revealing my deep dark secrets that are no surprise to any of us. I have a Leo moon. So take from that what you will. What do we have for Leo? Scorpio on the bottom of the deck. Death card. A bit of transformation in the shadows there. Might have something to do with other people, community, work, collaboration, contribution. Coming into finding some balance about that. Two of Pentacles into the Three of Pentacles is a very sequential step to note. So that's nice. Just feels like the best next step. Probably didn't need to take that long, or big lessons to get to that. Not to downplay this magical step, because it is a huge part of your personal transformation. I don't know, but maybe it's just kind of jolting the system in a way. Nine of Wands entering the chat here at the end, just kind of going, hold up a second, might need to reassess this arrangement. How does this play into the scope of this bigness that is presented here with the energy you're showing up in as your self? With that weird energy of how I just delivered that felt a bit like bittersweet, or like I want to say, dare I say it, a mediocre self, and that doesn't feel comfortable for me to say. So I don't know if we're just like learning new choreography or something, and you're kind of fumbling around, but it's it's like gold star choreography. So like, what does it matter? Fuck it, really. Queen of Wands, you're working at such a high level, Leo, that you got to win some and lose some. So this big little step is a huge achievement in the grand design of your entire transformation. And a Hermit there. I'm not sure if that's going to be evident to you. Maybe that's why, if this reading's found you, that's what this message is, just to let you know. Just hold up a second. Like, this is something to overlook and see how this does play into the grand design, and where you kind of fit, where you resonate with this Three of Pentacles. Is it the this puppy's getting restless with the mat. Go on then, lay down. Is that a good spot? Yes? Go on, lay down, miss. Lay down. Yes, good girl. Go on, lay down, puppy. Good girl. That's a good spot, hey? Yeah, not quite the first spot she found, but the spot nonetheless. And the ships are just catching my attention as I tune back into the energy here. The opportunity might be further in the distance than it first appeared. It might take longer to get to these mountains in the background of the Nine of Wands than feels called for the caliber of what we're showing up in here. And that's a testament to your intention, to your wisdom, to the wealth of the library that you sit before. This new moon energy, the solstice, regardless of where you are, it's a changing of the season, and a new flow of intuition comes with it. It's an opening. So I feel you choosing to look forward and see it for what it is, this small big step, and chalk it up to experience, clock it up to experience. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, I get it. And really having to call that so that you can continue forward, because how else is this Hermit, the mentor, going to be the predecessor for this decision if not? Like, that's some deep, dark nights of the soul that led towards this decision. You know, it's not because of the circumstance of this 2 to 3 of the wands. It's because of something deeper and greater, and maybe off in the distance to what you're currently facing, but it's significant nonetheless. And yeah, okay, identifying with that 3 of Pentacles. What am I looking for? Ace of Wands, nice. How you can really find your spark in this situation. Interesting. Where you see yourself resonating, it could be different each day, and that might be part of this practice. You know, sometimes you get the spin, sometimes you don't, sometimes you fall on your face. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Oof, there might be a decision to make here before the end of the year that kind of holds you up and says, hang on a second, I'm the fucking Queen of Wands. I know what I'm worth, and what I know what I know. It's not even just a worth piece. I know what I know. I trust worthiness as a concept, and then it's a layer of how you identify yourself within that. The polka dots represent immaturity and more of a porous energy, willing to listen to this cup spilling expert on the block here. So immortalizing your message somehow, or finding your imprint of the grand design within this smaller circumstance that you're facing between now and the end of the year, will help you to pull up and maybe course correct or acknowledge how it fits into the grand design of your journey. Hope that's helped, Leo. I'm glad I didn't forget that. What's here? I'm reaching. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. Sagittarius really busting to come out. Just going to sit with it for a minute. Oops. I love that. The Sagittarius sound bath, it's linked below from Healing Vibrations, my only channel for sound baths. I've got horses trotting. Welcome, Sag. Little horses trotting in post-birthday. All the best. Sag again. Wow. I would like doing the all signs readings in reverse from air down to earth. Fuck, it feels good. Thank you for whoever's here, and for the energies that I'm tuning into, wherever I'm reaching them from. I am starting to truly... Oops. Too much? Growth and expansion, Jupiter, Sagittarius. I am starting to... No, I think it's a good time to say it. I am starting to feel the container of the collective energy. I can sense who's here. Oh, this sounds crazy. Let me say it a different way. Fuck it doesn't matter. I feel you, baby. I do. I'm ready. I want to go into it. I want to get into it with you. I want to get freaky with you. Oh, goodness. Nearly dropped my shit. Okay, everybody calm down. The year of the horse is going to be so good. No pressure. No. Come on. There's just the horses galloping. Let's listen to that and breathe into our heart for a moment. Yes. Ding. Slow down, Saji. What do you need to see? How do you want to work with these energies before the end of the year? How? Oh God. Goodness. unless you want to let those sounds out, but I really feel they helped me with the cards. Look, this was Leo. I can't believe that. I just shuffled so many times. I know they get stuck, but I felt that shuffle. So these messages are definitely duplicating. Is that what I'm saying? Why am I getting so antsy with this? Because this is Saggy energy too, is it not? 8 of Wands. Yeah, and Saggy was busting to get out. Oh, that's another Saggy card. It can't be. I've got to shuffle better. Do I? Oh my God. Why am I second guessing everything? No, I've got to go with it. Whoa, my wheels just moved on my chair and I just got pushed away from the table. It's like that energy of that 8 of Swords is just line it up, direct. It's the simplest answer is usually the right one. Like whatever. We're flipping cards in the rainforest. You know, if you're making life decisions based on whether or not I've shuffled correctly, then I just think you better take some better looks at your life. And me too. 9 of Pentacles, better looks at your life, a better control of how you're dispersing your energy. Let it be what it is. Take that which resonates and hits you directly in the heart. The 8 of Wands is clear, direct messages of love, and that's my intention. That's like usually the arrow straight out of the Sagittarius, right on the money. So it couldn't be more clear, it couldn't be more sure. And the fact that I was second guessing myself is kind of what this 4 of Swords is. It's like, which position do we want to choose, Saggy, and which position of conflict within the self? I want to feel victorious, but I also want to disarm this thought pattern from approaching me again. How do I do that? Get a new deck? Sure. Trust the process? Better way to do it. And this guy just diving into the depths of the emotion, the ocean, the current, going with the flow, and seeing what opportunity is out there and going towards it. So thank you for the opportunity, growth, expansion. Jupiter. Okay, so what are you dealing with over the next three days? Okay, I don't know what I was going to say. I just saw the 3. Look, maybe in collaboration with a Leo. I'm pretty sure this is a very similar reading. Sure, they were just there. The horse again. I want to say some more things about the Leo reading and the year of the horse, and I just think we all need to kind of look at that a bit more. Maybe fire signs of the fire horse. I think this is very good. Oh, I just felt it move when I pulled it up there. Okay, what are you talking about, Jay? The 3 of Pentacles. How did I personify myself into that card just now? I've never done that before. Okay, I think I'm in the background, like directing the scene somehow. Like I can make this whatever I want it to be. Purple monkey dishwasher, you know? And look, you take from it whatever you like. Polka dots on a rainy day. I've got ducks here with Santa hats, and none of this seems to make sense, but here it is pouring out of the cup, and I feel confident in it delivering whatever it needs to deliver. It's going to hit the mark, but there's conflict resolution on the table. It's like my face, if you could see it. It's the Knight of Wands incarnate. It's like, what? Hold up a second. I don't know what's going on here, but we need to pay attention to this 3 of Pentacles. Like, what are you saying, Jay? Hang on, what did you say? Like, there's something you've said, Sag, at some point that's totally interrupted this cycle of conflict and just gone, hey, I think there's something here. And I'm going to let it land right in my heart space and take it as an opportunity. Take it as an opportunity. The ship's in the background. take it as an opportunity. You've got to go towards the ships, and that's, there's a deck called the After Tarot, and it shows the same scene of the Rider-Waite deck just mere moments after. Maybe I'm getting a nod to clarify just for my own inner confidence. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the 4 of Pentacles. That's the insecure feeling. Temperance just brought me back. Thanks, Sag. Took me a while to get there, but I've been called to get this deck out, because what I want to say is the 2 of Pentacles, thank you, wow, invigorated. The After Tarot shows the same scene, but the being's turned around and is going off in the direction of the ships, just not facing us, not performing anymore, no longer fucking worried about, I don't even know if I've hit record. I'm just getting it out, letting the message land, spilling my cup. And I know that this is exactly what you're going through in your self-sensing experience journey. And if you're not, then spill it out, get a journal, fucking get a microphone, get your headphones on and dance. But let's see what this conflict is that's taking a new position in the mind, a new thought form, for you to be able to feel it and dive in anyway to complete the task. Fuck, that's cool. 8 of Pentacles, to complete the task. Show me more for that 5 of Swords. 4 of, I don't know why I got so excited. Let me just shut up for a second. I know why I got so excited. Because it's the water. I was talking about the guy in the background with the water, and this being, the original card is that cup is just in the peripheral. I can't really see it, and here this being's like, I fucking see that cup. Now that I've finished this task, I've seen that thing that's been fucking hanging in my strength on the bottom of the deck. This is linked to Leo somehow. 5 of Cups. I don't know. Sad 5, but stressed 5. Sad 5, stressed 5. Leo's going through something different. Same but different. 4 or 5 of Cups. I don't know. I'm just sure now. I'm just with 3, 4, 5. I'm just really sure of how I feel now. I don't know if I'm speaking for a Sag. Maybe this is connected. Maybe it's for me. Fuck knows. But facing the water, facing the emotion behind the conflict, and really seeing this message as just an activator of momentum, of desire for you to finish that fucking task that's sitting there. And spill the cup, spill the tea, share the thing, go dive in the water, face the thing, interrupt the cycle, get a hold of the falcon, and let's close this year out resolving this stress cycle, because 5's a change. We're going to change this, resolving this stress cycle, and going towards the new opportunity that just feels more celebratory and in alignment with that inner self, that really has compassion for the need and the pain and the joy and the stress and the achievement, and the ego gets that well done. This is a task completion. I don't know if I got that bit out, but that's really important because it's before the shadow energy. I don't know how that ended up being the clearest reading when I was so unsure before, but that's it for today. I'm going to rearrange the whole room now and integrate this with earth energy tomorrow. And I'm going to edit all the videos before that, so that the last thing I have to do is integrate these energies, because I just feel like I'm onto something through this new moon energy, and I want to deliver it. I want to share it. I want to offer comfort to myself by seeing the achievement of the task completed, and to volunteer my vulnerability in collaboration with the grand design. And if it helps anyone out there relieve any of the conflict or struggles that they're going through at this time, then let this be a little bit of a soundtrack to your holiday season. Thanks for being here. I'm going to close the portal now. Wowzers. The after tarot, hey? Gets me every fucking time. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Sorry, Jesus. And Mary. And Joseph. Hear my gran. Say fuck, not Jesus. Oh, gran. I gotta be a better granddaughter. I have it in me. Virgo tomorrow. Nice. Look, we just have to leave them out overnight. It's the way my brain works. The unfinished task. Thank you, fire.